beautiful. Missed you. So it's the 8th of March. We are having some lovely weather at the moment. So as you can see, the bees are really active. So based on some advice that I've got off the government website, now's a good time because the weather's warm enough to do your first early spring inspection. So we're looking for a few things. We're looking, 1, to make sure they've got enough food, 2, to make sure they've got enough space, check the queen, and there's a couple of other things I've forgotten right at this moment. Never mind.
Sure, we'll talk about them as we go along.
I'm sure it's
First inspection of the year, right?
the lid off. So this is the fondant that we put in the winter, but they've hardly touched it at all. Now, I'm not sure whether it's because when I was trying to put it in, they were a bit feisty because it was cold.
Remember.
And I don't know whether the bag obviously got opened up enough.
Right.
So whether they've just struggled to actually get into it in the first place. So yeah, or whether it's just closed over.
So we put that
So
in to
they've
feed
clearly
them over the
managed
winter.
though without it.
Looks pretty full in there.
It does look very
coming
full in
into the
there,
top
which is
bit.
lovely. Came off not too bad. So take that off, and then we're going to take the crown board off.
So when was the
Okay,
last time
madam.
you were in? Or when's the last time this lid came off? Or crown board, I think it's
Or
called,
the
isn't it?
crown board. Oof. I can't remember if I'm perfectly honest. Oh, it wasn't too bad.
It'll have been when you put the treatment in.
Oh yes, well, or when
Or
I came to
take
take
it
the
out.
treatment out. So that was in November, and that was a super early November, and it was a super quick in and out kind of scenario. So you can see we're probably going to need to have a clean up. Also, that was one of the things, yeah, having a bit of a spring clean. So we need to clean all of this off here.
Oh, there's lots enough
Oh,
anyway.
down there certainly
I
is.
think it's fair to say they've survived the winter, which
Yeah.
is the first thing.
It looks absolutely phenomenal. So we're looking for brood as well to see that the queen is actually laying anything. So I'm going to have a look at the end ones because these are the ones where the food will be kept if it's anywhere. We can see it's super sticky.
So we left them with enough honey. Well, the idea was to leave them with enough honey over the winter. So the end frames, Lady I'm saying, is where the honey stores are. So they'll have been eating that over the winter. So let's see what's in there.
Oh yeah, so you can see it glistening in the sun there that that's either they've been eating that lot or that's
Oh, they're
what they're
already-
actually producing already,
already replenishing it,
potentially.
And we've had quite a lot of activity, haven't we?
Yeah,
over the last few weeks.
Yeah, it's
This-
been really lovely, hasn't it, the weather?
Yeah, yeah. You can see the. Hopefully you can see the honey there, the
Yeah.
glistening. Hasn't been capped over.
No,
So I wonder if
I'm
it's
just
new
gonna
honey.
stand just down there a minute, guys. Sorry. Oh, it's stuck to me. It's that sticky. Have a little look at this one. See what this one looks like. They're actually not as feisty as I was thinking they might be.
No.
Because this is the first. They are. Don't get me wrong. They're probably not liking the fact that I'm in here. But thankfully, I think because it's so nice and warm. Oh, look at that. That's all capped honey still. So that reassures me that they've got enough food. Oh, look at that. That's just so beautiful. Yeah, right. I'm also going to stand that one down there. Watch out, ladies. Don't let me squish it. So I'm going to go slightly more in the middle now. Queen's on the bottom as well, to see what the queen's up to and whether she is laying.
Just showing there, you can see where there's plenty of pollen coming in.
Yes.
See the big daubers on the legs. So there's plenty. They've been really active the last. Well, not really active, but they've been active over the last couple of weeks, haven't they?
Yes.
Which was nice to see. I'm just so glad it's full of bees.
Yeah, me too.
They've survived the winter.
Any bees?
Job done.
Oh, so that's brood. That's all capped over brood. That's absolutely brilliant. Oh yeah, can you see the egg, the larvae?
I can. See that
There.
on the camera. It's very bright, so it's,
Oh,
it's
let
in
me
the
move
sun.
over here. Is that better for you? Move down a bit. I think you want to be down a bit. Oh yeah, no, it's around the edges as well, isn't it? Oh, this is reassuring. So the queen is clearly still going strong. So watch out, girls. Coming back in.
Oh, so you're not planning on checking them all? You just
No.
checking there's brood in?
Yeah, I just want to check that there's definitely like brood there because I don't want to although it's warm, it's not like mega
Summer,
warm.
yeah.
And we're actually the hive's now out of the sun, so I think now I'm just going to do a bit of cleaning where I can. But obviously I don't want to.
Can I have a stand and look at it?
You
Is
can,
there
yeah.
any down there? Can you see
Yeah,
it?
yeah, not loads, but there's definitely. They're down there. Oh, it's so beautiful.
So it's just been reassured that they've
Hi
got.
guys, missed you.
So it's the reassurance they've got through the winter,
Yeah,
and they've got stores,
yeah,
and the queen's still laying because that you
Yeah.
can see that the brood was capped over.
yeah.
There's still new brood in there, so
So
that's
then,
job done for the day, is it? Other than a
yeah,
cleaning up the.
I'll do my best to clean up, but obviously I'm a bit Yeah, so I think they've still got space as well, because that was another thing that it
Oh, yeah,
suggested that you look for, because obviously your queen's going to be quite active. I actually will have a look at some of these down at this end actually while we're here. I just want to make sure that the queen's got enough room for laying eggs, and that they've got enough room for making more honey, because I think. Oh dear. Oh, look at that. Oh, I think it's got stuck to the wall, some of that. So yeah, that's probably going to be a bit of an
It's
extensive.
dripping.
Yes, it's full of honey.
They'll fix that, mate. Why don't you take that bit off? Or do you
In
want
fact,
to take that bit
do
off?
we? Oh, look at that.
Because they've
All
got.
capped
They'll
over.
repair it, won't they?
They will.
They'll repair
Yeah.
that hole.
So if
It'll
we,
give them something to do.
yes, it will. That's a, yeah, good idea
them busy.
actually. Keep busy bees.
Yeah, I don't know when the camera picks up, but you can see it's actually been stuck. That's stuck to the wall. That's what's happened there.
In this one, so this is like the second from end one at this side. So you can see that that's all pollen in the middle, which are feeding to the babies that are coming out, and then that's all capped honey in the arch, kind of around the edge. Slightly similar on that slide. So I'm comfortable that there's still space for them to be working.
It doesn't seem a lot of space, mine.
Yeah, not massive amounts. I think.
Consider how early it is in
And
the
I was
year.
going to say, I think if the weather stays consistent as it is, I think we'll probably do another check in a couple of weeks, and we might have to put some on top. Sorry guys, so I'm just going to gently
Yes, I don't know whether you
scrape
could
that
see it
off.
or not, but it was
You
on.
can probably see it on the floor of the. Yes, you can see it now. Just to try and get these really big bits off. Oh, right, coming in guys. Watch out, girls. Yes, tight squeeze. Sorry guys. I'm gonna have to shove this one. Somehow there's a feather in here, and she's desperately trying to get rid of that feather. But considering we have a mouse in the garden as well, I think we haven't. It doesn't look like there's been any mouse activity. Sometimes that's something that can happen. That you get obviously mice coming in looking for a bit of free food over the winter. What have you done, guys? Just this side. Right. Oh, I don't like this bit because then I feel like I'm squashing
Yeah,
loads.
you need to brush them. Will that help or
Just,
that just
yeah.
add?
I don't know whether it just sometimes I've tried brushing before, and I just sometimes
Yeah.
oh, look at them all on the
I
front.
know.
I think it just sometimes it angers them.
Can I help?
Probably not. Let me just get you off in a minute. Right, sorry if anybody got squashed. I do apologise.
You can't do much else there,
No.
I mean, it's absolutely teeming.
Right.
It's amazing how quickly they settle down as well, or they did last year. It'd be interesting to see how long it takes
Yeah.
before.
Right, you will not come off here, so I can get this one as well. Ouch. Oh, I'm sorry. I've left the box, the additional box on the top, just in case we do need to feed them like syrup, because that's where the feeder goes, sits in there. So should we need to feed them, should the weather take a turn, then we've got that in place ready. I feel like that was pretty successful. I'm happy with the amount of bees that are in there for starters. I think that's really positive. There was, I think, sufficient food, but obviously we'll monitor kind of activity, and if the weather takes a turn for the worst, we can look to put some sugar syrup in there. I feel like if the weather stays as is, we will probably do another inspection in a couple of weeks' time, and look to give them some additional space. I was really happy with the fact that there's brood in kind of all stages in there, which means the queen's in there and she's happy. I've done a bit of a spring clean, and as you can see from the bees that are on the outside, there's a ton of pollen coming in because the weather's beautiful at the moment. So, first inspection of the year, amazing.